Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. It's wonderful to see such a full house this morning, and I'm delighted to welcome you to Pulse. I want you to know that we're not trying to do hot yoga in here. It's warm when we're told the air conditioning is pumped as low as it can possibly be. I'm told when the sun gets a little higher up in the sky that it will be cooler in here. So bear with us. There's water in the back. On to more serious matters. We are gathered here at a moment when America is at a crossroads. In Washington, on the Hill, they're still trying to figure out the future and shape of healthcare in this country. There are a few other issues percolating too that are capturing our attention, but there is no question that whatever shape healthcare takes will have a real impact on our lives personally and our collective life in this country. At the same time, doctors and researchers are still trying to cure cancer. Antibiotic-resistant pathogens are threatening lives. There's an opioid crisis that's getting worse and worse. There are also medical and technology breakthroughs, a genetics revolution, and exponential amounts of data transforming the way we approach healthcare. We're going to talk about all of that, and our hope today is to amplify important conversations and to shed new light. And we actually can't think of a better place to do this than Boston, home to world-class universities, research centers, biotech companies, and hospitals. There's arguably no better place in the country to take the pulse of healthcare in America. And I should note that being here has other special meaning, too. First of all, I'm actually from Boston. I was born at the Boston Lying In, which after several iterations, I think became Brigham and Women's Hospital. And the Atlantic was born here, too, in 1857, 160 years ago. I don't think we look that old, but it was at the Parker House, just a few blocks from here, where the idea for the Atlantic Monthly took shape, now the Atlantic. The founders, men named Ralph Waldo Emerson, Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, James Russell Lowell, Oliver Wendell Holmes, and several other men with three names, and impeccable Brahmin breeding, wanted to create a magazine that would be indispensable for the kind of reader who is deeply engaged in the most consequential issues of the day. So they gather at the Parker House to hash out their ideas over dinner and a drink or two or so. Turns out that Harriet Beecher Stowe was invited too, but she was a teetotaler, and so she boycotted the evening. In any case, the founders believed that the free exchange of ideas across ideological lines was crucial to this great American experiment of ours. And these notions are still at the core of what we do, and this gathering is intended to be just such an exchange. In any case, that is really just a long way of saying that we hope our historic roots give us a little street cred here in Boston. And shifting gears a bit, a few practical things to note that would have been pretty meaningless to our founders, but crucial in today's modern times. Please silence your cell phones. Don't put them away. We are on Twitter at AtlanticLIVE, that's all one word, and we would love you to join the conversation using the hashtag AtlanticPulse. Again, that's all one word. And I want to take a moment to thank our underwriters, Bayer, Pfizer, Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, for their generous support. This gathering today would not be possible without them. And a huge thank you to our partners and friends at STAT, the Boston-based national news site that reports from the frontiers of health and medicine. They bring enormous insight and sophistication to the conversation and to the issues here today, and I think they will make this a even more meaningful experience. So we have a power-packed day. Rest assured that the coffee will be free-flowing. Don't hesitate to pop up and get a cup. There's water in the back. We will have stretch breaks and a nutritious lunch to fuel you throughout the day. And now, let's get rolling. To kick us off, we'll use a wide-angle lens to look at the state of healthcare in this country today.